Hi, my name is Oliver. I made a video previously that was a little bit too long, so I thought I'd shorten this video down a little bit. But the subject is how to find birth parents, but also it'll work for birth parents who are looking for maybe their kids that they had given up for adoption. I was given up for adoption in 1967, and in September of 2009, I was able to find my birth father and through him my birth family. So it's been a great experience, and I really use something that is available to everybody, and I've kind of learned a few things along the way, and I thought I'd share them with you guys. I found my birth father by registering on a adoption registry site, which there are many of. The one that I used was called iwasadopted.com.
If you don't mind,
I have no affiliation.
Interpreter. Please continue.
With them, and there are several, and I suggest that you use all of them. iwasadopted.com, basically you put in the criteria, the information you know. In my instance, I knew my birth date, I knew the state and the city in which I was born. I knew a little bit of medical background, but not very much. And that was it. I didn't have any names. I didn't have any other information at all. I registered on this site, I put in that information, and this particular site actually does a search. Anyone who has registered on that site who is looking for their child also has put in the information that they know. And obviously, my birth father knew where I was born, the year I was born. He actually wasn't sure about the date. When I put my information in, I hit search, and it said I had two 100% matches. And that was on a Friday night. Once it told me that I had those matches, it said that if I wanted to look into their profile and be able to email them and contact them, that I would need to pay $9.99 to become a member of the site. And of course, $9.99 was way under the $1,000, $1,500 quotes that I had gotten from companies that do those searches for you in the past. So I did it. I emailed both of those 100% matches, and long story short, the next day I spoke to my father on the phone, and I was able to send him some pictures. He was able to look at those pictures, and it was a match, and it's my birth father. So, but the key in finding someone that you're looking for is to use all of your options. And there are really a lot out there right now. As I said, there's those different adoption registry sites, iwasadopted.com, adoption.com. Just go into your Internet Explorer and type in adoption registry sites, and it should pull up a bunch of them. And you need to register with as many of those as you possibly can. Get that information in there. Because if someone's looking for you and they have similar or that information as well, they're going to be able to find you. I have another video on here where I'm actually looking for, by the way, my birth parents got married a year after they gave me up for adoption. And it ends up that I have two full brothers, two younger brothers who grew up with them. And but there was one son that was born to my mother previous to me, and he was given up for adoption as well. And so I'm still looking for him. So I made a YouTube video, and in the search criteria or the tag words that I used, I put 1966 or 1967 DeLand, Florida, because I found out that he was born in DeLand, Florida in one of those years. And so, it may not result in anything, but it's out there. And if he or if one of his kids or whatever is messing around and they find it, there's a video of me and I give my contact information on there. So you have to use all the tools that are available to you. Think about, what if you have a name? Well, boy, that makes it even easier. Not that you'll be 100% successful, not that it's a guarantee, but it makes the likelihood of you finding the person you're looking for a lot higher. And nowadays, with Facebook, with all these social networking sites, if you've got a name or any information at all, you can even use those sites to help you find the person that you're looking for. So use all of them, okay? One thing I wanted to say was I never had expectations in my 41 years of, not knowing who my real birth family was. I never had an expectation of who I'd find. I knew that it could be a good situation and a good experience. I knew it could be a bad one. And, it ended up being a good one. I was one of the lucky ones. But don't have any expectations. You don't know what you're going to find. I think that's the safest way to play it, so that you're not disappointed if you do find out. But either way, you probably want to know the answer to the question anyways, right? Not all adopted kids feel the same way. I had a burning desire my whole life to know. I've listened to other children that were given up for adoption, and they have a different attitude. They may feel like they don't want to know. Like, their attitude is, oh, they gave me up, so why would I want to know? Well, that's fine. So we all don't feel the same way about it. I realize that there's a lot of things that can happen in a person's life, and that if it happened 40 years ago, in my case, who cares what the reason was? It's how they feel now, and it's what the relationship is going to be like now that matters anyways. So that's just my opinion. But anyways, use all the tools that are available to you, and put in information. Don't just put in, information that doesn't identify you. In other words, when I went on iwasadopted.com, a lot of people were putting in, hey, my name's Larry. I've been looking for my parents for 20 years. Call me. Well, that doesn't say enough. You've got to give specifics. The city you were born in, the date, whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're Hispanic, whatever the case is, you've got to give as much information as you can. If you know you were born with red hair, say it. Put it in those registry sites. A lot of them have areas where you're able to put a message, or you're able to put that type of information. Make yourself identifiable by the information that you put in. I can't think of anything else. That's basically it, and I wanted to make this video shorter, so that's it. My email is orobiller@msn.com. If you have any questions, or if you just want to chat, email me. Be happy to answer any questions, or just to give you some encouragement. I hope you all the best, and we'll talk to you later.